Landria here with a midnight message for all of you late night owls, early birds, whatever. I wanted to shoot a few short videos about how you can actually implement some changes in your life. And today I want to talk about spirituality and the things that we do to earn a living, what we do every day, and how that can be in conflict sometimes. A lot of you are in conflict right now about what that means to you, and I want to talk to you about that because there's something I want to ask you. And if you're doing this, you can change what you're doing to shift into something very powerful. I'm going to share that with you right now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through the fears and live an amazing life. I'm going to have my regularly scheduled video at 7 a.m. today, but I wanted to have a few hours for you to just contemplate something, and that is, are you still looking at the outside world for answers and for satisfaction? Number one, if you are still doing that, you will always be disappointed because the ego has expectations of other people, institutions, things that it wants, and it can never be satisfied because we talk about freedom, but what is freedom? Freedom is the choice for everyone, right? For everyone. So what you think how things should be and freedom for everyone, somebody else may think is totally wrong. And so there we have conflict. And once again, we're out in that material world, not creating and using the actual powers that you have to step back and say, that world doesn't dictate my happiness. How do I change that? If you're handing your power over, and nobody actually hands their power over, but if you psychologically do that and feel like somebody else is dictating your happiness or your future, then it's time to change that, isn't it? Now, I'm going to talk again today about what we do for a living, and because that's a big subject right now, that's why I'm shooting my midnight messages. You know, I made a decision 7 years ago to get out of the financial industry. I had 20 years as an investment banker, and I actually owned that business. You know, if you don't love what you're doing, you know, and you can blame all these people out there all day long, the financial industry, greed, all these things. But bottom line is, I had to participate in it to feel dissatisfaction. And so I was in this whole awakened state and, you know, meditating, and there was this work, this way that I earned that was in conflict with how I felt about the world and myself. And I had to take charge of that and stop blaming the outside institutions, which I wasn't blaming them, but I just was not pleased with how it was being conducted. And I knew that the change wasn't about them, the change was about me, because I realized I have full control over what I do for a living. And if I make a choice to do something different, then I can change my completely change my circumstances, right? And that's what I did. I saw an ad about internet training, and I, as an investment banker, said, you know what? If I get the right skills and I take power, I can use that knowledge and skills instead of relying on other people to do everything, and then I'm just there, you know, as somebody who goes along with it. If those people own companies, they can tell us what is required and what's not. They have that privilege to do that. That's their freedom. That's how, you know, the whole business world works. But I thought, well, if I'm the business owner in an industry I love, because I was already a business owner, in an industry I loved, and it wasn't about chasing money anymore, it was about the things that meant the most to me, which was doing positive things and actually helping other people. Instead of, you know, I'm going to help people make money, you know, but it was all about really how everybody was going to make money at whatever cost. And so I realized I have to be in alignment with my ethics. I have to be in alignment with my spiritual being and my purpose. Now, you may not know what your purpose is. You're never going to know exactly what you could be doing unless you explore it. So many of us are afraid to step into that turf. Well, I'm asking you right now, if you are in that position where you're unhappy, What are you waiting for? So a lot of people come over to this training that I took, It transformed my life. It works because I didn't expect something from the training. So even in the world where, we're expecting, everybody else is not making me happy and we're going to fight for you can't fight for peace. I'm sorry. There's other ways, and that is take control of your own life and be responsible for that, because you actually wield amazing unlimited powers. Unlimited powers as a human being, because we do have a role we agreed to play here, so play it out. But there are no barriers to what you can do. It's only fear that stops you. So I got the training. I started out with affiliate marketing. I started just recommending things that I thought were really amazing for other people because I didn't want to create all those businesses. And then I realized, wait a second, there's another mission for me. And that opened up, and I became somebody who created content for people to spiritually evolve. And then I have my recommendations for the training that help them to go into business for themselves and empower themselves with training, just like you would at college. But you can do this in like weeks versus that. But here's what we still do. I see people coming over to the training and still going, what's it going to do for me? When can I make money? And I said, you're still living in that matrix frequency, that program within the matrix that expects something from somebody else or the program or the training. When you go to college, do you go up to your professor and say, when am I going to make money with my degree? No. They're like, bye. Here's your training. Whatever you do with it is up to you. And they may assist you a little bit with that. But why do we still look to that outside world with this whole mentality that it owes us something, or that if I get training, it's supposed to do something for me? When you let go of that, you will be more successful than you ever imagined, because you're now going to take responsibility and say, you know what, this works. Am I going to make it work? Or am I going to, every time something goes wrong, blame the world, blame the training, blame the whatever, blame the job, blame the institutions? Or am I going to say, you know what, I'm tired of blaming. I'm tired of pointing fingers, because I'm here on an amazing journey, and what's that going to look like? Now, if you come over to Manifest Anything, I'm going to start shooting new videos, and I'm going to start to give you all of those steps of how do we start with that. And my new course called Total Clarity is coming out here at the end of September. I'll make an announcement. What am I still trying to do? I'm creating content to let you know you're fully in control. That if you want to make money and you want to create an online business doing good things, you can do it. And you're going to have to learn how to do that, but you're going to have all the help you desire. Everybody's going to be there. You're going to have the step-by-step modules, the web downloads. You're going to have everything. Everything you possibly need. Why do so many people fail at that? Businesses, at jobs, relationships. Why do we fail? Because we want something from that person or that job or that training. It has to do something for me. If you let that go, you're going to say, what am I going to do? Wow, this is amazing training. This is an amazing relationship. It's amazing in person. What am I going to do in the relationship? What can I give? And thus you receive that. And that's what successful business owners do that. So if you want to get out of a situation and you're unhappy, what do you have to lose? And people say, oh, how much does it cost? I'm like, you know what? I spent the same amount on dinner the other night. And you get training for this. This is going to go away. There's a short window of an offer. And you guys can click here. These are free videos. Tell you how many ways you can make money online. And this training will help you do that. But it's time to take charge. It's time to take charge. I'm looking out here. No, you created that. And if you see the world as a nasty place and people fighting, that's because you're thinking that way. I don't think that way. And even when we go through these energy shifts and you feel stuff, you still don't have to get entangled with it. You just observe it. It doesn't always feel good, but you observe it because we are one. We're one energy. We're all connected. You can't get around that. There's no separation. And when you go into judging, criticism, pointing fingers, you're losing your hand and your power over it. That's actually not possible, but you really do limit yourself, right? Instead of saying, okay, here's a situation. All right, what can I do here that can change this world? So that's not a problem. How do we come together to resolve these issues that we've created as a species? Somebody didn't like when I said we haven't learned a damn thing. The majority of the planet has not. Humanity has not, or we wouldn't be in peril right now. we would all be sitting down and say, we have to correct this. We have to undo the damage we've done and stop thinking the way we have, living the way we have. So you can say we've evolved, but is there plastic in your kitchen that you're using and throwing out? What are you eating stuff at fast food restaurants or chemicals? So you can make a difference. What if you had a business where you helped people make wiser decisions? How do I get better foods? How do I get products that don't, pollute the planet? You can make money doing that, and people will be happy to pay you for that. Because that's an even exchange. When you give, you will receive. And I love to give to people who are giving me any kind of guidance or products that are positive. And that's a beautiful exchange. It has to flow with the giving and the receiving. But do it on a high level. Are you ready to do this? So I'm talking to you, the midnight message is that, you know what? You want to take responsibility. If you want to come over and check this out and you decide you want to create an online income, it doesn't have to be a business, maybe just online income streams. You want to do it in things that you feel strongly about that are positive. Take the responsibility. Dedicate your time, just like you would if you were in college. Do the work and say, you know what? This works, because Landria is very successful, as are many of our students, because they made a decision to create something, and the tools are what help them do that. The tools don't do it for them. So are you spending your life looking at everybody else as a problem? Yeah, it's right here. It's right here. And I don't mean me. I mean what's in here. Because we are choosing to see things that way. We are choosing to point fingers. We are choosing separation, horrible low frequency, and that's where humanity has to have somebody wrong to be right. Everybody's right, because if you believe it, it's right for you. If it's in conflict with other people, well, then ask yourself, what are you believing? And if there's a better way for us to choose and come together in an amazing way. And you can do it with your own business. You can get freedom. You can create multiple income streams. You can take charge. And then you can be so focused on what you're creating that you love, writing or music or coaching or just affiliate marketing. I'm not talking about pyramid scheme stuff. That's totally different ballgame. We don't do any of that. This is pure training for real businesses. When you start to do that, you're going to be so focused on it, it's going to feel really good. You're going to get up in the morning and go, yeah. Oh, today I get on a webinar and we're going to learn, marketing, and I'm going to learn how to set up my website, and I'm going to learn how it's going to feel good. And then all of a sudden the world becomes an amazing place because you are making it that way. Contribute in a positive way. So click here, get the free video series. If you don't like it, unsubscribe, but find something. If you are unhappy right now and you feel like you're being controlled, that's your mindset, because you're never being controlled by anybody. Nobody makes you unhappy. Go find what you're probably supposed to do anyways, like I was. It's like I'm meant to do something else. A little scary, a little uncomfortable, but I'll tell you what, we're already there. Better to be uncomfortable doing something you desire than something that you don't desire. All right? So come on over. Tools to manifest anything. Also, if you are, petrified right now, come down to Manifest Anything. That's a free video series. And if you sign up, you get a free mobile app. I'm giving you all kinds of tools. This is one of them. So this is the free video series, and if you join the program, you'll get all the information about that. It's time, people, to take action. Let's expand. This is the year of expansion. We've got plenty of time to do that, right? It's not the final hour. Expand into what you can be, because you're amazing and unlimited. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Words are powerful. Words and thoughts, actions. Make them beautiful and amazing, harmonious. And let's bring peace to this amazing planet. It's already here. You just have to see it. You have to be it. I'll see you at 7 a.m. in the regularly scheduled video. Namaste.